perfect distance between two people having a good conversation is that we could shake hands if we wanted to.
Okay.
And that is because there are 4 different proxemic zones. So the fancy word for space is proxemics. I don't know if you have that beautiful graphic.
I printed out this.
Yes, that's it. Yes. So there are 4 different space zones, and these are really good to know if you're trying to set yourself up for success. The public zone is about 5 to 8 feet away. I don't know, not feet, but 5 to 8 feet away. Then you have the social zone, which is where we like to socialize with people. That is, depending on who you ask, 3 to 5 feet away. Then there's the personal zone. That's our favorite zone. That is about arm's distance apart, right? So we could shake hands if we wanted to. That's where our best conversations happen. And then there's the intimate zone. A big mistake people make is they place their video camera too close to their face, which means they're accidentally signaling intimacy cues with their colleagues and their coworkers. Have you ever been on a Zoom with someone where their face is the entire camera?
Yeah, I was on one earlier on.
And you're like, please, back up. And that is because your brain is going too close, even though they're across a camera. So what I would really recommend, measure the distance between your nose and your camera. It should be 1 arm length. So it should be the tip of your nose to the tip of your fingers, or 1.5 feet to 3 feet away. That is the ideal zone for having good conversation over Zoom.
That's really interesting as well, because I was thinking about the conversation I had actually on the way here in the car with a colleague of mine, and they had called me on FaceTime. Now, the thing with FaceTime is it's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
And it did feel a little bit intimate.
It does.
Because they called me on FaceTime.
Yes.
Obviously, if I was on my laptop, they would call me on Zoom or something else, and there would be a meter.
Yeah. So I think that's why we can sometimes, at least introverts, feel like, don't FaceTime me, it's way too personal. It's because there's a setup there that it's actually accidentally tricking you into being in the intimate zone with someone. This is also why loud bars and nightclubs work so well for facilitating romantic relationships. What happens in a loud bar or a loud nightclub is you can't hear someone. So you go, what? And then you get a little bit closer, and all of a sudden you're accidentally standing in someone's intimate zone, which then that cue cycle begins to kick in where you're like, well, if I'm standing within 1.5 feet from this person, maybe I should feel intimate with them, which then makes you lean in more, makes you want to touch more. That is why people go to bars and nightclubs to facilitate these romantic relationships.